Stop crying your heart out. The sun shines on Martin's face. He sits on a park bench, watching children play. He smiles, remembering his own childhood. His heart feels heavy, though. He misses his grandmother. He loved his grandmother very much. Martin's grandmother was always by his side. She was his best friend. They laughed together, told stories, while drinking coffee. Martin remembers the smell of fresh coffee in the kitchen. He remembers his grandmother's soft, loving voice. Now, Martin's grandmother is gone. She passed away a few months ago. Martin misses his grandmother every day, and even though he has a wife, brothers and friends, he feels sad and lonely. But Martin knows his grandmother would want him to be happy. He knows his grandmother would want him to live a good life. So, Martin tries to focus on the good things. He thinks about all the happy memories he has with his grandmother. He smiles when he thinks about his grandmother's laugh. Martin knows his grandmother will always be with him. She is in his heart. She is in all the happy memories. Martin knows that her grandmother's love will always be with him. He will never forget her. Martin takes a deep breath. He stands up and walks towards the children playing. He wants to enjoy life. He wants to make his grandmother proud. He knows that his grandmother would want him to be happy. He will try his best to live a good life. He knows that life goes on. He knows that he has to move on. But he also knows that he will never forget his grandmother. He will always carry her in his heart. Martin smiles again. He knows that his grandmother is watching over him. He feels his grandmother's love. He feels strong. He feels happy. He knows that he will be okay. He looks at the children playing. He sees their joy and laughter. He feels a little bit of hope. He knows that life is beautiful. He knows that there is still so much to live for. He knows that his grandmother would want him to be happy. He knows that he will be okay. He knows that he will find his own happiness. He knows that he will live a good life. He knows that his grandmother will always be with him. He will never forget her. He will always love her.